But for me, it was more of, oh, cool. Like, don't tell me, like, show me, like, let's, I think that's what this whole organization is based off of. We're tired of hearing, we're tired of rebuilding, we're tired of doing this, tired of doing that. Like, we want to do it.
It's time for Dolphins football. Welcome to the EJDConstruction.com Miami Dolphins Pregame Show on the Sports Talk 305 network. The show is mastered by Sean Stanley and Chad Shobe. EJDConstruction.com is a fully insured liability and workers' comp. Call Eric if you need a custom home builder or general contractor. 305-433-4843. Here's your host, the Big O.
All righty, welcome aboard. We are ready to rock and roll on the EJDConstruction.com Miami Dolphins pregame show, baby. We are ready to rock. We are ready. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? Yeah. Oh, today is... I feel like that, the kid walking into Willy Wonka's factory, right? And you are just ready because you kind of feel like things are not back to normal, because we really haven't had normal yet. Most players, they haven't had the whole team yet, and you're still not going to have the whole team. Austin Jackson won't be here. Byron Jones has yet to even show up this season. Will Byron Jackson show up? What's going on behind the scenes with Byron Jones? Anyway, so that'll be for another day that we'll talk about that. But so lots of things, but I am so pumped because Tua's back, and that is just absolutely fantastic that you've got the man back. Look, you start looking at what's gone on, right? First 3 games with Tua, you're 3-0 and 83 points on the board. Okay? First 3 games, 83 points, 3-0. Last 3 games, you're 0-3, 48 points. That's the difference. And the good thing is, this is the only good thing that's developed, I think, from the 3 weeks, the 3 games that he has missed. Perspective. A lot of times I talk about being old. As you get old, you have perspective on everything, and so you gain some knowledge, and when things happen over and over again, you look at them differently, you're more prepared, those kind of things, right? Well, this is what's going on now. I mean, you look at it now, this team is more prepared to do what they need to do, right? And get it done. Today against the Pittsburgh Steelers, without Tua, you kind of have an appreciation of all of this stuff. You look at all the quarterbacks around the league and you say, hey, you know what? Maybe the way I was looking at Tua, I was wrong. And I've had a lot of Dolphin fans now, friends of mine, that weren't Tua people, and they now appreciate Tua. And it's perspective that you get right away. Sometimes it doesn't take years. Sometimes it only takes a couple of weeks. And that's what's happened here. In the last couple of weeks, you have noticed some friends of yours, some family members of yours, some coworkers of yours that are Dolphin fans and weren't appreciative of Tua, and they looked down on Tua. And still with the injury stuff, well, look around, man. People get injured all the time in football, and they miss a lot of time. So he's missed a couple games. Okay. All right. Well, you got to find a way to overcome. And, you were pretty competitive. That if you had a franchise quarterback, you would have won all 3 of those games. I am one right now. I truly believe that if number 1 was playing, Miami is 6-0, worst case scenario, 5-1. Worst case scenario. And I think now, perspective. I think now you see it. And that's the good thing about all of this. One of the things that I love that has developed, okay? We just talked a little bit about the perspective part of it. Okay, great. Now, let's talk about the emotional lift, the confidence that is coming back with Tua. I don't know if you guys caught Raheem Mostert on I Am Athlete and how he was just, gushing over Tua. And you could tell that he's not going to give you the company bullshit line that he's going to say the same thing about Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson. No. He made it pretty clear. That's the dude. That's the dude. And I know some of you out there, you naysayers and non-believers, and I don't know, I guess because he's short, he's not 6'5", he doesn't look so beautiful like Justin Chokin Herbert. So, you make that image in your mind that he can't be the guy when he is the effing guy, and they know it. And to me, guess what? No, they shouldn't give a shit if I believe in him, or if Nick Hicks's trainer believes in him, or if any of the fans believe in him, or if any of the media believes in him. The dudes in the building believe in him. The coaching staff believes in him. We had a dumbass who's in town, by the way. Oh, by the way, welcome home, or not welcome home, but welcome back, dumbass. And we had a dumbass coaching here that, you know what it is to realize you win more games with one quarterback, but you're going to play the other two? Why? You're afraid of being proven wrong like some of you out there? Like you Justin Herbert chain pullers? Where are you now? Boy, those cowards have lost themselves, huh? Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing how cowardly the Justin Herbert people are? They're fucking cowards. They have no balls, just like their guy, Justin Herbert. By the way, flat out, all of you guys that praise Herbert, you're all cowards because you don't stand up. See, what's the difference on this show? What did I do for 2 years while everybody was bashing Tua? Not all of you out there, but you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you out there that are on this train here with us, you know that we know our shit when it comes to the Dolphins more than anybody else in the media, anywhere else. Nobody brings you better Dolphin realistic news than we do here, and realistic insight than we do here. What did I do for 2 years while everybody was trashing Tua? What did I say? You can go back and look at the videos. He's a Pro Bowler. He'll go to the Hall of Fame. He'll take this team to the playoffs. You got to fix the shit around him. Where are all those Justin Herbert people? Why aren't they fighting so much for him? Do you know why? Because they're the same fair-weathered cowards that just change like the wind. They're not real fans. They're not really smart football people either. Let's just call it like we see it. Get suckered by talent. But it's amazing how they don't defend Justin Herbert anymore. Meanwhile, hey, man, I took all the bullets. I was in the bunker. I was telling everybody, you're all wrong. You're all fools. Tua's the man. I don't want Tom Brady. I don't want Deshaun Watson. What, you're telling me to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, you effing clown? Oh, we should have had Justin Herbert. In the teeth of all of that, I'm saying I still take Tua over Herbert. And I'm glad because those of us that have stuck strong and stayed behind Tua, we're the ones that are right. We're the ones that are coming out like a shining star. Because without Tua, the Dolphins can't win. With Tua, the Dolphins win. With shitty coaching in Flo or with excellent coaching in Mike McDaniel. How do you like them apples? But you and I see it. Lots of others didn't. And that's the difference. His teammates see it. His teammates feel it. And now you're all feeling it. That's actually the cool part. It's trickled into the fans. We got the buzz, bro. There's a buzz. It's like it's a high. It's like we all got down and we smoked this big, fat Cheech and Chong, Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg joint, okay? That would be a really powerful joint, by the way. Okay, we'll throw is it Seth Rogen? Is he the one that's really open about it? I think he's the one that isn't he the one that has like his own bong and all? I think it's Seth Rogen, right? And so we'll throw all of those people. That'd be a powerful joint. We're all high on that joint right now. And so are the players, so are the people in that building, the media relations people. Everybody's got a little strut in their step. And that's the confidence that this young man brings to the table. And why? Because you were effing 3-0 with him. 3-0 with him. You were rolling. You were overcoming stuff. And you and I know that if Tua plays these last 3 games, Miami is the one considered the best team in the NFL right now. Let's not kid ourselves. These guys stay healthy, and they're rolling these last couple games. Forget about it. And let me tell you something. I know Austin Jackson isn't like this great thing to brag about, but I would imagine he'd still be the best right tackle they have. And then if you put, obviously, Armstead back at left tackle where he's back this week, then you might be pretty damn good. And if you get Byron Jones eventually back and you got him opposite of X and you could get those guys healthy, oh my God. Now the defense can play the way you needed to play. Dolphins, not even fully healthy, can be 5-1, 6-0 just with Tua and Armstead. You give the Dolphins Byron Jones and Austin Jackson back, and I think that you're going to be rolling. And there are so many winnable games from here on out. You got to take advantage of them. Confidence. That's what that guy brings. You don't have that confidence with Teddy Bridgewater. Some of you misplaced fans. I get it. Your love for, the local kid, and Teddy's such a phenomenal human being that you get kind of suckered into it, but you can't compartmentalize and really notice that Teddy's not. Now you've noticed. Now we're done with that whole Teddy Bridgewater silliness, right? We're done with that, right? We're done with Garoppolo. We're done with Deshaun Watson. We're done with Tom. How's Tom Brady working out? How's that? Because everybody, notice all the people that they wanted for Tua. Have you noticed that list lately? Have you noticed that list? Let's go over the beautiful list. We wanted Deshaun Watson over Tua. Do you really want that shit over Tua? Do you want that crappy thing, that predator over Tua? No. Tom Brady, looks like he's running out of gas, baby. They lost to the Carolina Panthers. They're 3-4. His relationship and his football team is falling apart. So you're going to get Tom Brady for a year. What a clown show. So then he can become an owner. Thanks a lot, Bruce Beal, you clown, and Stephen Ross. Please stay away from the team. Just watch it from some TV in New York somewhere. Jimmy Garoppolo, you really want him? I heard idiots that wanted to get Jimmy Garoppolo for him also. Come on. Where are you? Oh, we should have drafted Justin. Are you still feeling that? It's amazing how that list, that all the quarterbacks that they wanted over Tua, there's some kind of baggage or question now that hovers all over all those people. You know what? And with Tua, there's only one question. Stay healthy, kid. He's not looked at as a choker like Herbert. Hey, I put it out there just to have fun to see, those Herbert, lovers out there. So I put out a poll on our Twitter page at Big O Show. Go over there. I said, right now, Justin Herbert is being outplayed by Geno Smith and trailing 23-14. This was before the extra point. It became 24-14. Poor kid J.C. Jackson ended up getting injured. And so I said, well, with 140 left in the second, and is he going to bring them back? Is he, will the fantastic and perfect Justin Herbert bring them back for a victory? Dude, 84% are saying no. I mean, what happened to all you Justin Herbert people? You're so brave. you're so confident that he's such a great quarterback. 10 minutes left in the third, and it's 24-14. And Geno Smith has outplayed Justin Herbert. Yeah, no, he's the second coming. That list is so amazing. Garoppolo, Herbert, Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson. I'm missing somebody. There was another name that idiots brought up. And by the way, you're all idiots. All those names, you're all idiots now. None of you can actually stand on and say, yeah, I know you have to just take the L. I hope you take the L. Tom Brady did not look good today. At all. Did not look good. Seattle was my lock of the day, says Rob Budd. Mac Jones. Wow, yes. Tommy Boy Jr. That's right, Mac Jones. Nice job by you, man of 1,005 holds. I like it. Yeah, they had Herbert already in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that list, boy, that is a polluted list right there. That list is as bad as Belichick's coaching tree. I'm not sure what's worse. What's worse, Belichick's coaching tree or the list of quarterbacks that fake Dolphin fans wanted to replace Tua with? Justin Herbert is a stud compared to Mr. 5'5" on stilts Hawaiian Punch. Like Mad Dog used to say, I like my quarterbacks like my steaks. Big on that meth. Tua is soft like Charmin. Yeah, but by Bosworth, why does he not win more games than Tua? How come he can't beat Tua? How come he has not had a winning record at any part in his career? Meanwhile, Tua has only had winning records throughout his career. I'm not exactly sure what you're watching, but I watch a big scrapper that chokes. How about those 4 fourth-quarter pick sixes, Mr. Bosworth? But then again, here's a clown that took the name Bosworth of a choking linebacker. The guy that got creamed by the Canes and embarrassed in the NFL, and you take his name. So, I mean, think about this, bro. You're tied to Bosworth, and then you're defending Herbert. Like, you have zero. First of all, you have zero knowledge of what's going on in the league, and you're an embarrassment. So, but hey, listen, a choking Bosworth, a choking Herbert, you're consistent. You're consistent. I give you a lot of credit. That's awesome. Bye-bye, Bosworth. That's it. Your arguments are bye-bye. Weak as hell. But hey, man, knock yourself out, my brother. Show us your lack of knowledge and your choking skills. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't tell me. You're also an A-Rod fan. Huh? Wait. You're a Ryan Tannehill fan, too. Right? Hey, let's come up. He's probably he this is the guy that wanted Sammy Smith also. Right? That's the guy right there. Bye-bye Bosworth. There you go. That's the guy right there. Gotta love that. Bye-bye Bosworth. It's entertaining, bro. Thank you. I absolutely love it. By the way, one of the things we love to do on the program is give you our picks of the night, our LennyLocksmith.com lockdown segment. And we gave you the money pick yesterday, which was Duke plus 10. I mean, to the biggest I love my Canes. I believe 100% in Mario Cristobal. I'm not, convinced with his Josh Gaddis pick yet. He may have to make some changes there. Hey, listen, all coaches aren't perfect. You're going to make some mistakes along the way. Gaddis is on double secret probation for me, but overall, Mario will figure everything out. There's been an organizational enema there. They eliminated the coaches. They brought in a much better coaching staff. They also eliminated their terrible habits of not supporting their program. So the program and the administration are finally supporting it. Now they've got to flush out the kids. They've just got a whole bunch of kids there that have no balls. Let's just call it like we see it. There aren't tough kids at the University of Miami football team. They're not character kids. They're not kids that work hard. They're not kids that give it all. They're they're NIL products. Okay? These are kids that are more worried about, whatever love they get on social media and some NIL product or whatever money. They're not really about being great at their craft. And so Mario has to go find more Mesidors. He has to find more Kobe Youngs, like the ones he's brought in. Notice that the guys that he's bringing in are the guys that are really the difference makers right now, but he only has a couple of those. He needs 3 years. So 2 more trips through recruiting and NIL and transfer. He should be. You don't need 4 or 5 years anymore in college football. But by year 3, this should be an ass-kicking program. Okay? By year 3. By the end of year 3, we got to feel like, wow, on the cusp of being great. You know what I'm saying? But right now, and so I knew Duke plus 10 yesterday was the freaking layup of all layups yesterday. And so we took it, and they beat Miami. I thought Miami at least would eke out like an ugly victory. That's what I thought was going to happen. I was wrong on that end. They got their asses kicked 45-21. Game over. We won 44-35-3. We're back to 9 over 500. We are looking to go 10 over 500. Let's go with our A. Lenny lockdown segment.
Time to lock it down. The Lockdown is brought to you by ALennyLocksmith.com. Services in South Florida from Miami to Port St. Lucie. In Central Florida, ALennyLocksmith.com locks it down in Orlando and Tampa Bay. Here's the Big O to tell you what needs to be locked down.
We're going to go with tonight's game, man. I just went through a segment that I talked about the confidence of this team. Well, I got confidence. And I put my money where my mouth is. And I've got the Dolphins over 8.5. I know they're going to be a playoff team this year. Tonight, they're favored by 7.5 against the Steelers. The Steelers are not a good team. Miami will get their left tackle back, which I think is really important. I think Brandon Shell will play right tackle now. I would look out for Liam Eichenberg. If the struggles continue, I would imagine Robert Jones is going to be the guy that's going to get the next call overall. Now, with Armstead there, maybe it hides him in between him and Connor. Overall, we shall see. I disagree with some. I think Connor has done a very good job overall. Is he perfect? No, but he's new to the position, and he'll be fine. You've got, Waddle playing, I believe. Obviously Tyreek is there. I like what this team is going to do. I think they're going to go after Pickett. I think they're going to force the young kid into mistakes. Even though I'm a Pickett fan, I just don't think he's ready yet for these kind of moments. He's going to need some grooming, and that'll take a little while. Miami is favored by 7.5. The over and under is 44.5. Steelers are plus 275 on the money line. The Dolphins are minus 330 on the money line. I love the Dolphins in this game. I think they're going to win. I don't want to tell you to lay the money on the money line, because to lay $330 to win 100 is just crazy. But I'm going to lay the 7.5. I think they win this game by 10 points or more. I seriously do. I think the buzz in the stadium is going to be real. I think the Dolphin Nation is coming around. A lot of us that believed in Tua, we were already on the bandwagon. But I think a lot of other Dolphin fans that were questionable are now a little bit more grateful and appreciative of who he is. I think now they're probably all hoping for him to stay healthy, because that's really the only key. Kid, throw the ball away. Do not take the unnecessary hits. You're going to take hits because it's football. And you've survived most of those. It's the ones where you hang on to the ball. Those are the ones you haven't survived. So it's all up to that. And I think he'll be smart, especially in this game. He might go back and revert to his terrible habits of holding on to the ball in the future. because that's his nature, and I'm terrified that he's never going to learn because he's a warrior. And I just think that this is one of those things that today he plays a hell of a game. I think the Dolphins play a hell of a game. I think the entire team will be super pumped up for this game with Tua back. I'm laying the 7.5 points here. I'm going with Dolphins minus 7.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is our ALennyLocksmith.com lockdown segment.
The Lockdown is brought to you by ALennyLocksmith.com. Lockouts or lock changes for home or business. Car key replacements and programming. All model cars. 24-hour service. Call them anywhere in South Florida at 855-869-5625. Go to the website at ALennyLocksmith.com where we lock it down.
Leon Fresco, thank you, sir, for the love on the super chat. He says, should the NFL let Tua wear practice helmet? Okay. You got the joke in. All right. But thank you for the love on the super chat, Leon Fresco. Ramon G. Folks, we've been through a lot, but this season is just getting started. Let's go. Everything is ahead of us and within reach. We went 3-0 and we can do it again. Remember, we whooped Buffalo's ass and can do it again. I agree. Just get healthy, man. I'm not the guy that is panicking about the 3 losses. Go to, you want to listen to some fake radio shows or, any other, platforms or national media, and they want to scare the crap out of you because that's kind of what it is nowadays, right? That's what it is. It's shock. It's use scare tactics in life and in sports and all that. That's kind of what it's all about. I wasn't playing scared tactics with Tua of the first 2 years. I kept telling you, fix the talent, get him an offensive line, get him a running game, and he still doesn't have a running game. He kind of has somewhat of an offensive line, not even a real offensive line yet. And look what he did. I just want you to know that. Let's just get that shit out there. You still haven't fixed a running game, and that offensive line still isn't a really good offensive line. And you went 3-0. Okay? That's all I'm saying. If the stuff around him is, professional enough and they can get their job done, he will elevate the rest. But he can't do it. No quarterback carries you alone. This isn't college basketball where you can get one star to carry you all the way through and everybody else can be role players and all that. This is the NFL. You need stars in different areas to help out. That's just the way it is. By the way, besides the super chat, you can also send in a donation through Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, and we'll read your comments there also. And remember, on Cash App, you can also donate Bitcoin. I always love that. Billy Shaw, thank you, sir, for a little love on Cash App. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. Let me see. Also, what else do we have here? And remember, you can reach out to us on Twitter at Big O Show. Follow us there as always, because that is a 24-hour talk show on Twitter. And remember, you can also reach out on the Welt and Rayom text line at 855-912-1056. That's 855-912-1056 on the Welt and Rayom text line. You can also, let's see, what else do we have here on the program? Oh, don't forget, Tuesday nights, we've got our Canes and college football coverage between 7 and 9 p.m. Between 7 and 8, we've got the college or the state of Florida Gridiron Roundtable, where we talk Canes, Seminoles, and Gators. Roundtable there with 3 of the best insiders in the business. And then between 8 and 9, my man Mike McCoy takes over and gives you a hardcore hour of Canes talk, interviews, and insight, and all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you tune in 7 to 9 on Tuesdays here on the platform. As always, subscribe. Please subscribe for those of you that are there, and hit the notification bell, because that way you will know when we go live, when we hit that notification bell, you will know exactly when we're going live. My only worry about Tua is the obvious. Can he stay healthy? I say no, but I'm praying he does. I'm rooting for him, and we'll see. Just remember, great QBs don't grow on trees. Exactly. And other QBs also get injured. If he's only going to miss a couple games, then I'm good. Now, if he's missing seasons and half seasons and all that, that hasn't been the case. And he would have missed only 2 games last year. He only missed extra because of flow. Obviously, because he saved their asses coming off the bench in the Baltimore game when dumbass Flo figured out that, oh my God, let me stay with Tua. Jabroni, you stay there. All right, so we've got the inactives: Myles Gaskin, Eric Ezukama, Skylar Thompson, Keon Crossan, Kader Kohu, and Emmanuel Ogbah. Remember, Ben Stilley got activated from the practice squad, so that was kind of a precursor to the Emmanuel Ogbah injury and setback there. So there you go. So if Ogbah out, not surprised with Crossan and Kohu, and Ezukama and Gaskins, whatever. Herbert is the best. He will bring true honor, says Andro Blanco. Let me see what's going on. 27-14 now. So Seattle has expanded their lead against the incredible Chargers, those superchargers. Wow, dude. How about that? It's 27-14 now. Can you imagine Justin Herbert behind 21 points in Baltimore? He would pee in his pants. Okay? He would just flat out pee in his pants. Greg Sashi, by the way, thank you for the love on Venmo. He says, thanks for bringing Dolphins football to Arizona. Thank you, Greg. We love the fact that we connect to the entire world, my friend. Not only you in Arizona. Hey, but Greg, we'll see you soon. We'll see. We'll be there. We'll be there for the Super Bowl. I guarantee you we're going to be doing a week out there for sure. There's no doubt about it. Do we have any Arizona Dolphin fans that can put up Sean and myself there? You got a couple extra rooms. Anybody got a mansion in Arizona that they can share a couple rooms for me and Sean if we go up there? We're going. I know some of you out there, always full of crap and all. No, dude, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You just got to have a little faith. Didn't you see the 72 Dolphins? They had those pins, and they kept winning. And then the second year when they had to go to Oakland, Shula didn't allow them to hang out on Thursday night to do the pins, and that's when they ended up losing on their streak. Well, here we are. This is the show that has believed in Tua from the get-go. And Chris Greer, by the way. Okay? So, we tell you, it's coming. And, here's where the Tua thing becomes so cool. Because this is what you've experienced now with Tua. You've experienced the explosive offense that can score points. You've experienced comeback ability, which is so important in today's NFL. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? Just the great Justin Herbert. He's behind 17 points. I mean, is he going to bring them back? Doesn't he have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and his Eckler and all that? I mean, come on, let's go, guy. Aren't you Mr. Special? So you've got comeback ability. Not with Justin Herbert. You have it with Tua. I'm sorry. I just in case if you got mixed up a little bit there, I wasn't talking about Justin Herbert. I was talking about Tua with comeback ability. Red zone efficiency. You watch Lamar, I love field goals, Jackson. I mean, Tony Sperano, rest in peace, dude. He and Lamar Jackson would have been a match made in heaven. Lamar Jackson, boy, that gamble has really. Oh, that was the other guy. That was the other guy leading up to that game. In the first half, they were trading for Lamar Jackson. Oh, when he wants that new contract, the Dolphins should trade for him. Yeah, how's that one worked out? Hey, Lamar, your gamble not working out for you, buddy. No, those are mediocre numbers you're putting up, my man. Why? Because you're not a passer. That's why you have trouble also coming back when they get ahead, because you're not a passer. Tua is a passer. That's the difference between Lamar Jackson and Tua. Sure, Lamar runs like the wind. Sure, Lamar is one of the freakish athletes in the history of the NFL. Still doesn't make him a great passer and will never make him a great QB. But with Tua, you've had the explosive offense. You've had the comeback ability. You've had the red zone efficiency. And now you've got the confidence. And don't you feel it? You've got the positivity. Don't you feel it? And the aura is kind of starting to come out of Davey. Okay? By the way, I thought he did a terrific interview with Maria Taylor. If you haven't seen that one, go on YouTube. I put it out on my Twitter page. It's on my Twitter feed there on the timeline. I tweeted it out. And he's not going to do a lot of interviews. He doesn't do interviews with anybody. He's only done those interviews with the national because it's required. And you do that interview with, and he picked Fitz, and now he picked Maria Taylor. And one of the things that aura, and I as we're watching fans turn, your friends, your family members, your coworkers. Remember I told you about this. Sean, get the soundbite ready. And here's the soundbite. We played it at the beginning of the show, talking about basically he knows what Dolphin fans feel. He knows how desperately this organization wants to win. He knows and feels that you have no patience already because you're tired. It's one coach after another. It's promises unkept. It's talent and potential never met. It's the lack of a quarterback. It's the same storylines that we've always had for well over 20 years now. And here's Tua Tagovailoa talking about this with Maria Taylor on NBC6. And listen to this soundbite. Go ahead, Sean. Play it.
Things we could accomplish when he got here with the offense, and he wanted to show me some things. But for me, it was more of, oh, cool. Like, don't tell me, like, show me. Like, let's, I think that's what this whole organization is based off of. We're tired of hearing, we're tired of rebuilding. We're tired of doing this, tired of doing that. Like, we want to do it.
I effing love this guy. I effing love this guy. This is what I want leading your team. That's Marino's thinking. Why? Because he just is not built like Marino. So what, bro? Go watch Joe Montana stand next to Marino and Elway. He could never do anything physically that those guys could do, and he was just an ass kicker. So stop with this stupidity. That's what I want my quarterback to be thinking. That's what I want him thinking because he wants to win. And I know that's where he gets in trouble. The Patriots, game 1. He's hanging onto the ball a couple times, too long, maybe possible injury, a turnover, and that's the hero ball in him. But what I love is that he is hero-like. That's why he comes back against Baltimore. That's why you've got 4th and 7, and he drops a dime on 4th and 7. That's why in the 3 weeks, he had the dagger shot in Buffalo, and he had the dagger shot in Baltimore. I mean, versus Buffalo and versus Baltimore. I know Baltimore was on the road and Buffalo was at home. So I get that. But that's what I'm freaking talking about. And he's about show me, because he's not about development. He's not about any of that shit. He's not about, oh, well, no, we'll get better. No, he's about winning. because that's all he's ever done in high school. That's all he ever did in college. And so far, he wins twice as much as he loses, and he still doesn't have a great team around him. Are you listening to me? He has won more than he's lost, 2-1, and he has yet to be given a real good football team. He has yet to be given one hell of an offensive line. He has yet to be given a dominant running game. And if you give that mofo a dominant running game and line, the Dolphins are going to be lifting another trophy. When I saw that interview last night and I saw him say that, I said, that's the guy. This is why he's the right guy for this team, for this fan base. Sadly, he had has gone through hell now already, and he's had to fight, the stupid ass media that doesn't figure it out, and some of our lazy ass fans that don't want to appreciate what this guy's all about. But he's winning people over. And tonight, a win will just elevate all of that. Because if you win tonight, that's what kind of brings all of this together. Because you started 3-0 with him. Now you're 0-3 without him. He comes back and you win again, and you're now 4-3. It justifies everything. It puts a bow on everything, and it says, yeah, dude, this is the guy. This is our best chance to win. This is the only chance we have to get to the playoffs. And this is the best quarterback the Miami Dolphins have ever had since Marino. I tricked you on that one, huh? Ever had? Huh? What? Since Marino. Oh, okay. By miles. By miles, this guy's better than anything you've ever had since Marino. And that's what all of this does. The aura, the confidence, the positivity, all of that. And then when he throws that line on you, you're like, this guy's the shit, dude. This is it. This is a no excuse guy. Remember what I just told you about Mario? Mario needs kids like that, like Javon Holland. No effing excuses. Just go out and play. Oh, in Buffalo, we got to play 90 plays. Who cares? Let's go. Or was it Baltimore? Baltimore, right? It was Baltimore, not Buffalo, where they played the 90 plays. Or was it Buffalo? I forgot. Whatever. Oh, my God, he's played every play. And, yeah, he kind of got a little worn out, too, after that. But it's character that you're a second-year player and you can carry the weight of the world on the defense and make the calls, and they'll count on you to put you out there for 90 plays. 90 effing play. They don't take you out. And that you need more of those kind of guys on this team. You need those kind of guys also on the Miami Hurricanes. But that's Tua. That's Javon Holland. Apparently that's, I guess he breaks down, but that's Teron Armstead. Dude's battling through that damn, I got to give him credit. He has to do it because he has to justify that salary. He better play, because it becomes a terrible contract if he doesn't play. So he's back. Sean Stanley, sir.
It was Buffalo, sir.
Huh?
Buffalo.
Oh, it was Buffalo. Okay. Your mic sounds like shit. I hope my mic does it sounds good, right? Because you guys would have said something by now. Holy crap. Fix that mic. That was bad. Benjamin Gonzalez, thank you, sir, for the love on the super chat. He says, I'm late to the show, but I say bring in Lamar regardless of what Tua does this year. Do you agree? I agree, Benjamin, that you're an idiot. But thank you for the super chat. Brooklyn Rob says, you think because you give me the super chat, I'm going to agree with you and give you love or something? If you say something stupid, I don't care what kind of money you give me. I don't care if you're my family member. If you say something stupid, I'm going to tell you, hey, that's stupid. And that's stupid. Brooklyn Rob, so ready to see Tua stick it to Flores. Now that is a super chat. Actually, you know what, Benjamin? You started something new. We're gonna create something that's called Stupid Chat, Stupid Chat, Stupid Chat. And there you go. That's what we're going to do. When someone sends in a super chat that is stupid, we will rename it a stupid chat. I love it. I love it. So there you go. Benjamin Gonzalez, you are the first stupid chat on the show in the first couple of years here. You have that honor now. Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity. You shocked us with stupid chat. Love it. Soul King Rue, also with a super chat. Happy throwback night. Big O, happy to hear your voice tonight. Thank you, Soul King Rue. Appreciate you, my friend. I'm just happy to have Tua back, man. I am going to be a happy camper at 8:20, sitting in front of that television and watching number one get it done. That's what I'm going to do, baby. I love it. If Lamar wants to be our running back, bring him in. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Although I don't think he could take the punishment as a running back. That's the interesting part about all of that. Bill Polian got it wrong. He's not a receiver. He was a running back playing quarterback is what he is. What about a stupor chat? Oh, because you think he's kind of drunk saying that. I like stupid chat. I'm going to go with stupid chat. We got a produced one. We're gonna get that produced. Just like we have a blind ass fan alert, we're gonna have a stupid chat, stupid chat, stupid chat. Yeah. I like that. I don't want to pay Lamar $230. I can't wait to see who's stupid enough to pay Lamar that kind of money, because you would have to change your whole offense. Not only do you draft him, you then have to change your whole offense for him. So that changes everything. You change your entire style of coaching, everything. Lamar can't run Mike McDaniels off. You need a passer. He's not a passer. He can't beat you from the pocket. You know? And he pees in his pants every time he gets to the playoffs because they put him up. They put him behind the 8 ball. He's trailing and he can't drive them consistently because you've got to do it with your arm. He'll get you some good passes every once in a while. He'll throw some stuff that will wow you because he's a great athlete. But overall, not the quarterback that you would like. That's for damn sure. I can tell you that 100%. By the way, proud sponsors of our program and our platform is Edge Energy Drink. We were serving up a bunch of Edge Energy Drink last night with the beautiful Melissa, I believe is her name. And she was out there with us at Walk-Ons in Kendall. She'll be back this Saturday for the Canes game against Virginia. And by the way, if you want to try the best energy drink on the planet, go to myedgedrink.com. That's myedgedrink.com. Use our code BIGO. It is delicious, smooth, and has zero aftertaste and only has 78 calories. Use our code BIGO and order the best. And it's a great elixir. Oh, my God. When I mix it with Grey Goose, I love it. I love it. I love it. So myedgedrink.com is the website, code BIGO, and order it to your home, your office. You will, when you try it, you're going to go, wow, always right. This thing is awesome. I'm telling you, just make one order, just try it. And after that, you're never going to have another energy drink again. You're going to want Edge every time. Trust me. Kicks all those other energy drinks ass roundside. So check it out, myedgedrink.com. Let's see. Andy Jackson says he hasn't been with the team for a week yet. Who? Oh, you're talking about Christian McCaffrey? I mean, whatever. That was a stupid contract. That was a stupid trade. You gave up that many picks for a guy that can never stay healthy. That was, I'd be very critical of the Dolphins and of Chris Greer if he made that same trade. I would call that a completely stupid trade. Okay? To me, that trade makes no sense at all. Benjamin Gonzalez is back with another, is it a stupid chat? It's not about ability, it's about availability. I like Tua, but we lost games because he was hurt. Well, you also lost games because you didn't play him. That's the other thing. So if he wins from here on out and you get into the playoffs, you got what you wanted. With Lamar Jackson, so what? What do you do? Nothing. He pees in his pants anytime he does get to the playoffs. So he's had already several playoff trips and he does nothing with them. Maybe you might want to wait and pass judgment and wait till Tua actually gets to the playoffs a couple times and see what he does compared to Lamar Jackson. You know, I mean, Tua beat his ass at his home and he's up by 21 and Lamar Jackson peed in his pants. You know, it's another stupid chat by you. You know, it's like the same thing with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert can't win more games with Tua and Tua has less talent. And then Tua beats Justin Herbert head to head when they play each other. And yet we still have idiots that think that Justin Herbert's the better quarterback when he's just the better physical talent. And Lamar Jackson, yes, he runs like the wind. He can't even come close to the quarterback ability of Tua. So that's the difference. And yeah, it's definitely another stupid chat. Definitely another stupid chat. But I get it, man. It's you idiots out there that just are looking at physical ability and not actually looking at the position, the quarterback position, and how you play it. So yeah, I think everybody else here is in agreement. Benjamin, it's another stupid chat on your part. But hey, man, we appreciate it. You can send in as many stupid chats as you want. Whoa, it's there. We'll read them. No matter how dumb they are, we'll read them. But I'm not going to ever kiss anybody's ass just because you sent the super chat. No, yeah, I'm going to agree with you. No, dude, I'm not that phony. Sorry. I bust my family's balls when they say something. I don't care who it is, dude. Wife, anybody. I don't care. If they say something dumb, I'm going to tell them it's dumb. You can ask any of my family members. The brutal honesty I have with you guys, I am like that with everybody. You're going to know exactly where I'm coming from. I will not be a phony. Tell you exactly where I'm coming from. So that way there's no misunderstandings. So Ian Baller with a love on Super Chat. He says, the elite QB Herbert is losing to Geno Smith. Yeah, is he still losing by 17? It was 27-10. Justin Herbert, 27-14, I'm sorry. Let's see what it is now. Let's get the latest on Justin Herbert here. What do we have? Let's give you the latest on the greatest quarterback to never win anything. 27-16 now. Hey, folks, they picked up a safety. I mean, we got to credit Justin Herbert for that safety, right? Because some of you idiots used to credit Ryan Tannehill for everything that Derrick Henry did for the offense. Are we in the fourth quarter yet? We are. Okay, we got to get a fourth quarter interception now, right? I mean, it wouldn't be Justin Herbert without a fourth quarter interception. And come on, let's admit it now. Pick six, right? I mean, that's kind of what it looks like right now. Seattle, the Chargers, Justin Herbert. The good thing about Justin Herbert, I've said this many, 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 many times now. When he pees in his pants, he has yellow pants on. So you don't notice it. It's awesome. You don't really notice the stain. It kind of blends in, you know? And let me tell you something. He must have known that he was going to the Chargers because he also has a yellow streak right down his back. And when again, there's things are just apropos. Sometimes things just, they meld together. They belong together. It's like a love affair. For love at first sight. We need a guy to replace Phillip Rivers who throws away games and puts up a bunch of points. Justin, you're just like the guy we had for 15, 16 years. Put up a lot of stats and couldn't win jack shit. Come on over, man. We do this all the time here in Chargers land. That's it. That's all. It's pretty simple. Oh, it's 30-16 now. Oh, my God. They're down by 2 scores. This is not good. This is not good. By the way, you can go to our Twitter page at Big O Show. We have a poll out there asking, is Justin Herbert going to bring this team back? Is the question. And right now, 85% say no, overrated choker. 15% say yes, he's clutch. So please vote. Vote for Justin Herbert or vote against him. Either way, it's fine with me. 30-16 and outplayed by Geno Smith. You guys don't have any more of your coworkers or friends or family members bragging about him anymore, right? Okay. All right. Teron Armstead coming back, playing today. I thought that was enormous. And I'll tell you why I think that the Teron Armstead thing was enormous. He's a leader. And he's been a hell of a player throughout his career. I know he has his injury history and all that stuff. And sure enough, it's reared its ugly head from the get-go. And this week he practiced for the first time in, I don't know, since what, the first week of the season or something like that. I mean, it's been a long time that he hasn't practiced. And he's been playing without practicing. And this week Tua came back. And as we told you a couple weeks back, that he would miss those 2 games and he'd come back for this one. Teron Armstead was held out also last week. And I think they wanted to also give him a chance to get as healthy as possible. And I think Teron Armstead also said, I got to be there for my guy. And I think that was a message to the rest of the team that you got to go out there and you got to sacrifice if you can. If you can play, then you play. If you're injured to the point that you can't do your job, then it's understandable. But if you're hurt or banged up, but you could still get out there when your team needs you. And to me, this was a message Teron Armstead was sending to his team that, hey, I'm going to do everything I can. Look, I don't know if Teron Armstead's even going to hold up the entire night. I hope so. I hope he doesn't re-aggravate the toe. I hope somehow it can get better as the season goes on. I have no idea what's going on with that toe. I don't know if it's something that's going to need surgery eventually, but he's just playing with it because he's got to gut it out. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We're not in there. We don't have the x-rays, the MRIs, or any of that stuff. We don't even know exactly what's wrong with the toe. They haven't told us. They just say it's a toe injury. But it was a message. It was a message that the sacrifice is real. I believe in my team. I believe in my quarterback. I got to get out there and help my team and help my quarterback. And my quarterback took a hit that he shouldn't have taken. I got to go out there and help him make sure that he doesn't get hurt again. And to me, that's what that whole, and he practiced this week, which that must have sent, a message throughout that entire team that, hey, Teron is for real. He means it. And to me, that was an enormous sign this week of culture. That means that Mike McDaniel has reached his team. That means he communicates well with his players. X has played with a bad groin and now bad groins. He's finding ways to get out there and help out his team. To me, Tua would have played last week. Hell, he probably would have played against the Jets. But the optics of this whole thing, you have to kind of deal with it. And that's what they were doing, even though it's all phony crap. And we see how they handle other cases like the kid that's playing this tonight. Which, by the way, if that's how they want to do it, Kenny Pitts, fine by me. It's not like it's something that's going to hurt the Dolphins. As much as I like Kenny Pitts, he'll probably be a nice little quarterback, but down the line, not right now. So, if they want to use the concussion protocol in a loose way for him and not for Tua because of optics, because the news is involved and all that, and the twisted fingers and whatever, man. You want to play this game, you could go ahead and play this game. I read through the bull crap every single time. And what they did against Teddy Bridgewater was unacceptable. He had no ataxia. He had no reason to leave that game. You want to leave him out for one play and bring him back, fine. You want to put him in the 10, check him, but get his ass back in there because he didn't have anything, and you put the team at a disadvantage while they had to throw the rookie in there when he wasn't prepared. And we saw the following week, the rookie looked pretty good when he was prepared. But the poor kid wasn't prepared. Not fair to him. And he still did all right, by the way. I like everything I've seen from Skylar. I think he's a phenomenal developmental quarterback. Does it turn out that he's a starter? I don't know yet. Can he develop into a backup? Looks like he has potential for that. But the ability is there, and everything is there for you to put the investment into the young man. But that was a message that was sent by Teron Armstead. That's a culture message for the entire team, for the coach, for Tua. And I think for Tua, the beauty is watching the response. It's got to be satisfying for him to see a guy like Teron Armstead say, I got your back. I'm getting out there. It's got to be great for Mike McDaniel that X is saying, I got your back. I think that was really cool and incredibly important, by the way. Incredibly important. By the way, the great people at Sports Grill, 7 great locations. You can go tonight to one of the 7 great locations to watch the Dolphins kick the Steelers' ass. And during NFL and college games, $1 Bud Light drafts and bottles. They've got new cocktails, only $5 during NFL and NCAA games. Cherry lemonade, tailgate tea, $12 domestic pitchers. They've got the buttermilk chicken sandwich. They just added it to the menu. The buffalo tater tots. And the Doral location is coming soon. Hopefully by November, December, it'll be open. The Kendall location tomorrow, Monday. They've got the milkshakes with the rock and roll music playing all night long. And those milkshakes, by the way, are absolutely delicious. Go to the website, sportsgrill.com. And throughout the week, you can check out our Sports Grill Fantasy Football Zone with Andy Behrens and Scott Pianowski Mondays and Fridays at noon. Benjamin Gonzalez with another, well, we'll see what kind of chat it is. Says, I'm a diehard fan. I hope you're right, but if he gets hurt again, I'll never let you forget. That's fine. And if he doesn't, I'll never hear from you again. I know how it goes. Andro Blanco, but thank you for the super chat on that one and the threat. Andro Blanco with another love on super chat. Sick and tired of your Tua is better than Herbert BS. Herbert is a franchise QB. Tua is a franchise injury. Stop being a homer. Go Dolphins, baby. Andro Blanco, who's won more games in the NFL? Tua or Herbert? Who won when Tua and Herbert played against each other? End of discussion. So franchise QBs are supposed to win more than they lose. Your guy loses more than he wins. Tua wins twice as much as he loses. I saw him, man. Kind of agree. That doc told Tua to retire. Where he's at now? Yeah, that doc's an idiot. That's what that is. That doc is an idiot. Remember, you can also send in a donation through Cash App or Venmo. Why? Because we get 100% of the donation through Cash App or Venmo. YouTube steals 30% here, but we still appreciate it. If you don't have Cash App or Venmo, I get it. I get it. All good in the hood, as they say. Hit him with a stupid chat. There you go. Andrew Pereira says, the problem with the concussion protocol being applied unfairly is that the spotter will also be unfair. As soon as Tua gets trapped or tapped, they will pull him from the game. Fubar. When Herbert hurts ribs, the flavor QB should be the Charger. What flavor QB barbecue should the Chargers give them? I'm gonna go with honey mustard. You have to gaslight to keep the show on. What's gaslight to keep the show on? I don't know what that means. Damn, the haters are out, Big O. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The haters are always out, my friend. They love to be heard. It's kind of the way it is in life. Remember, post-game show, Marcel Louis-Jacques and Cameron Wolf, both in the locker room, will join us. So we'll give us all the insight. We'll get any of the information from any of the what's it called, press conferences. If there's any breaking news and all kinds of stuff, we'll get you all that news. Let's see. Barry Jackson says Jets continue beating backup QBs, move to 5-2 now. They're much improved, but I would still feel better about Dolphins' future in general because Tua has been clearly better than Zach Wilson, 4 playoff contenders in this division. Yep. You know, it's interesting that he brings that up. The Jets are 5-2. Did you pick the Jets to be 5-2? Did you pick the Giants to be 6-1? By the way, the Giants are one of the worst 6-1 teams I've ever seen in my life. Fraudulent as hell. How about the Packers 3-4 right now? They just lost to Washington 23-21. This Heineke is for you. Bucks are 3-4 with Twommy Boy. Did you pick that? That's why you can't play the schedule game. And I do this every year with people. It's a waste of time. You don't know how good a team is going to be or how bad they're really going to be. You could guess some of them overall that might end up, but there's always going to be teams that are going to surprise you that they're much better than you expected, or teams that are much worse than you thought they were going to be. The AFC West was going to be all 4 teams in the playoffs. You remember that? Oh, my God. You see that AFC West? Doesn't look like that anymore, does it? The Chargers don't look that like a juggernaut, and neither do the Raiders. So I'm just saying, it's hilarious how, that's why I don't like playing the hypotheticals on the show. People want to do that, the schedule shit, and I never do the schedule stuff anymore. I used to do it years ago, but I got smart. It's like the hypothetical stuff. I had some guys, hey, why don't we trade for Brian Burns? And I was like, well, is he available? Because Christian McCaffrey was traded. So then they thought that they were going to trade everybody. But they only traded Christian McCaffrey because he's a sack of injuries. So they wanted to see how stupid somebody could be. And San Francisco clearly was really stupid, and they made the trade. But they're not trading any of the other guys. But I had Dolphin fans reaching out to me on DMs, on Twitter, on the chat board. Hey, why don't we trade for Brian Burns? And what did I tell you? I don't deal in hypotheticals because I don't even know if he's available. And there is no legit reporter actually making a report. There was one that somebody sent me, and those people deleted it. Of course they deleted it because they're not real reporters. It's not a real site. That's the problem. I tell you guys this all the time, and ladies out there, be careful who you listen to and who you watch or whatever. A lot of these people have no insight whatsoever. They don't know anybody around the league or any of the leagues. They don't know people that run the leagues, general managers, college directors of scouting, pro directors of scouting, regional scouts. They don't know. They don't have any insight. They're just sitting there running their mouths, and then they're throwing shit on the board and hoping it sticks. But as I told you with the Brian Burns stuff or playing the schedule game, I don't waste my time with that stuff. When I find out somebody is legitimately on the trade block because real reporters like Ian Rappaport or Schefter or Pelissaro or somebody's really reporting it, not some schmuck that is named whatever. My name is M. Murphy NFL or something, and I've got 5,000 followers. And I'm telling you, yeah, Brian Burns is guaranteed going to be traded. And all it is just clickbait shit. And it's the same thing with Tua. You see it on ESPN, clickbait. That's all it is about clickbait. I mean, this week, or last 2 weeks, we've had the idiots from Pro Football Talk that Tua's 198. Guy's never been 198. Just stand next to him. You'll see he's not 198. But again, you repeat it enough, you have enough stupid people walking around that will then repeat, oh, well, he's really not 220. He's 198. So, what can I tell you? That to me is very interesting. 37-16 now. Really?
Is the mic any better?
No, your mic sucks. By the way, let me see what happened here. How did they get the 37th point? Kenneth Walker, 74-yard rush. Okay. All right. I figured, I thought for sure this guy would have thrown an interception. But no. Okay. Or maybe he did. Did he throw an interception to give them that possession? Because that's also no, it wasn't. It was on downs. 7 plays. Yep. 4th and 13. Herbert pass short in the middle to Mike Williams. Yeah, short, huh? Herbert short, 37-16. Yeah, Justin Herbert. He's so fantastic. I tell you. He is absolutely what a stud Justin Herbert is. All right, let's do this, folks, because I've been talking for 70 straight minutes since we started at 6:20. And, we don't do a lot of commercials here. So give me 2 minutes to rest the voice, drink a little honey and lime, and give me 2 minutes here. We'll be right back on the EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins pregame show.
You're listening to Miami Dolphins coverage on the Sports Talk 305 network, brought to you by EJDconstruction.com. This is the Miami Dolphins pregame show with Orlando Alzugaray.
Welcome to Red Light Therapy, a revolutionary technology perfected by NASA to aid in muscle strengthening and recovery. Red and infrared light has the capacity to penetrate deep into the cell's mitochondria, potentially leading to increased energy, faster recovery, and the optimal performance your body demands. Train, fight, recover.
There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
When you move, you need a reliable company led by passionate folks, eager to assist its customers during a transitional process that needs to be smooth. Call Essential Moving Experts at 844-368-5750 for all your local and long-distance moving needs. You can rely on Essential Moving Experts. Mention the Big O Show and get $150 off. Family owned and operated, they offer free 30-day storage, full-service moving, fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Moving was never so easy. EssentialMovingExperts.com.
If you're a Miami sports fan, then there's only one store to go to, and that's Caneswear at Miami Fanwear in Davie. They're your one-stop shop for all your inner Miami CF, Canes, Dolphins, Panthers, and Marlins merchandise. They have hats, t-shirts, game day jerseys, and so much more. Located at 2511 South University Drive in Davie, and open 24/7 online at Caneswear.com or InnerMiamiWear.com. Call them at 954-835-5597. Caneswear, the spot where Inner Miami and all Miami sports fans shop.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646. The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. Welcome back to the best coverage of Miami Dolphins football on any platform. This is the EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins Pregame Show on the Sports Talk 305 Network. Here's your host, Orlando Alzugaray.
All righty. You know, we always love to get in the mood. Let's bring up a little Roger. Roger Moran always comes up. You know, we like to play Roger and Solo D's raps to get you a little psyched up for the, I don't know how I can be any more psyched up for this game. I'm so excited about Tua's return. It's, I'm beside myself, to be honest with you. You know, it's funny because as a media member, you got to try to be objective. And I've always been objective about my teams. You know, I may love the hell out of the Canes, and I love what Mario's going to do here and all that. But I knew yesterday Mario was, you know, he was going in there like, you know, he was going in there in an ass-kicking contest, and he was a one-legged man. You know, I knew that he doesn't have what he needs, and I said to everybody, hey, bro, Duke plus 10 is a layup against the Canes. So it's never going to stop me from being objective. I love the Heat. I love everything that Riley has done, and obviously Mickey Harrison and the family, but I'm the first guy to tell you, hey, that Lowry deal was not a good deal. And it's been a terrible deal so far, by the way, for the record. It's been a horrible deal. He has not done his part. He has not lived up to it. But just because I'm a fan, it's not going to stop me from being objective about what's going on. Okay? So we love getting pumped up for the Dolphins. And as a media member, you don't really get that. You're not supposed to get that excited. But I'm a different kind of media member. I will openly admit I'm also a fan. Now, remember, a lot of the media members that come to town, they're not really South Floridians. They're not born and raised here like I am. I'm born in Belle Glade, Florida, in the northwest corner of Palm Beach County. And I've lived in my entire life in South Florida pretty much. So, you know, to me, everything here is home. Anything that's going on in Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Monroe, Port St. Lucie, up and down, our friends over on the West Coast there. I'm all about the hometown, man. You know, so for me, I do get jacked still about Heat and Panthers and Marlins and Inter and all that stuff. I was loving that Inter made it to the playoffs. It's fantastic. So I know that I'm supposed to be Mr. Media but I'm not going to be Mr. Media and not have fun. I get it. The people that come from out of town and have a job here, they're not going to be like me because they don't care about this town. They're here for a stopgap to move on to the next job. We do get some media members that do end up making this place home, and then they become actual residents here. And then maybe with time, they care more about our teams. But I'm a little different, man. And I'll tell you, Dolphin football, while I always look forward to it, no matter how bad it is, it hasn't been the same with Tua. I really look forward to it now. Because, for the last 20 years, I've always felt like, well, you got a team that's gritty and, if this goes well or that goes well, you can win and you're making a case for it. But, man, if you don't have a franchise QB, it's just an uphill battle, as you've seen the last 3 weeks. But knowing that Tua's back, nothing's better than that, man. That gets me jacked. I'm pumped. Let's hear Roger Morant, baby. Let's hear him drop another fantastic rap as we get ready for little Dolphins and Steelers.
What's up, Fins fans? Dolphins Steelers. Brian Flores coming back to town. Feels like it is Tua time. The Dolphins play the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday night. Tua's back, so you know we're gonna make it right. Explosive offense and a ton of points. For sure, the team is ready for the task. We're gonna kick some Steelers' ass. Najee Harris trying to run the ball. Who cares? And either quarterback, they're playing scared. Hope you're ready for the deep ball with Fitzpatrick. This feels like Cheetah's gonna go for the hat trick. We did the work and have the calluses. After Simpson out, putting on a better show. No Aurora Borealis. Dimes. Tua delivers in stride. So many stalls on offense. All the teams are running high. Trying to get some yards and matriculate the ball. Run against our defense, it's like slamming in a wall. Chris McDaniel, he's so drippy. He will lead us to the crown. Time to bring us back to glory. Miami Dolphins, Title Town. Title Town. Waddle, waddle. Title Town. The Dolphins don't move the chains. They score with Tua, Waddle, Wilson, Hill, and more. We're headed to the Super Bowl. Still standing in our way. We're going to have to make them pay. On a side note, Brian Flores returns to town. Mishandled Tua. What a joke. That man's a clown. He did 3 offensive coaches call a play. And in the end, that's why we sent him on his way. On his way. Move on, Brian. You're not needed. Keep that negativity in Pittsburgh. We got Coach McTrippy. Tua, Waddle, Hill. What a thrill. Tua, Waddle, Hill. What a thrill. Tua,
Waddle Hill.
What a thrill.
What a thrill. Tua, Waddle Hill. What a thrill. I love it. Way to go, Roger. Roger Morant. I like it. I like it. I like it. And I like that shot at Brian Flores with the 3 offensive coordinators and all that good stuff and how he handled Tua. I got to tell you, that was tough last year, trying to tell people about all the crap going on behind the scenes. And it was tough for people to understand because there was some winning going on at times and you were clouded by it. And that was the tough part. So there we go. Francisco says only 3 active CBs tonight. Shaking my head. I don't understand why Miami hasn't addressed this issue over the past few weeks. Well, you're also not necessarily playing a top-notch quarterback. And some of your corners, some of your safeties have cover skills. So I think that's what they're going to do. And I think you're going to see a lot of blitzing. So they're going to try to disrupt it and keep him uncomfortable and not give him time in there to find anybody. We'll see. We shall see. Hey, listen, if the offense is clicking, they should be all right. They don't have TJ Watt, and that's an enormous loss for their defense. Without TJ Watt turning that corner, that makes it a little easier to face that Pittsburgh Steelers defense when you've got the best, pass rusher in the NFL out. Tom Wilson, thank you, sir, for the love on the super chat. That's very nice. Thank you, sir. Miles Deep 305 says, Big O, any chance you and Sean broadcast from the walk-ons out here in Vegas? Tommy Rockers ain't available right now. I don't know. You never know. You never know if our relationship with walk-ons grows to the point that we can be maybe out there for some of the events that we normally cover. You never know. Big O is chasing rabbits in Belle Glade so he can eat them and catching them. Chasing and catching, baby. That's it. Tua Waddle Hill. What a thrill. Tua Waddle Hill. What a thrill. I love it. So what do we, oh, by the way, Seahawks first down. What do we have? What do we have in the game going on here with Seahawks 37-22? All right. Oh, I love it. Justin Herbert. A sizzling, 51 passes, 33 completes, 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. That's it, bro. He's really tearing it up out there, folks. I tell you, you guys out there that wanted Justin Herbert, man, you picked a real winner. Not. I like the creativity with the rap. Yeah. Now, Solo D also brings it too with the rap. Okay. And Roger and Solo get us ready every week with a different rap. I love both of them. 2 different styles, both incredibly effective, both entertaining. Obviously, Solo D is the king. He's been doing it for years now, and he is as creative as he gets. And he puts a little more effort in the videos and all that kind of stuff. So let's bring up Solo D as we get ready for a little Dolphins and Steelers tonight at Hard Rock Stadium. Come on, Sean, let's do it. Solo D.
Switch, run them bands up.
To a bat. Don't wanna hit it to a sack. The old line like the mafia, they protecting to a no slack. Steelers think it's gonna be sweet. Watch the game turn bitter. World sleep, gotta wake them up. Gotta send a message like Twitter. 305, 305. Yeah, you know we rep that. Broward County up to Palm Beach, putting SoFlo on the map. Dolphins worldwide, represent where you at. We used to going through some ish, cause you not sticky it get. Hey. You not sticky it get. Yeah. You not sticky it get. Fins up, represent. We still in the mix. Tailgate getting lit. You not sticky on Sunday. Football feel like a church time. We show up on the first line. Going hard like a word grind. Down to do OT. So low, you know me. I go out of control OC. Like Pop Pump emoji. I just hate to see us get beat. Trying to be on 7-2 vibes. Celebrating 50 seasons. I represent like I saw that. No, I wasn't even breathing. Super Bowl, we want to see it. Referees playing breathing. Still we stay up in the mix. Cause you not sticky it get. Hey. You not sticky it get. Yeah. You not sticky it get. Fins up, represent. We still in the mix. Tailgate getting lit. You not sticky it get. Trying to be on 7-2 vibes. Celebrate.
Well, there we go. We got it. There we go. You know how sticky it gets. You know how sticky it gets. You know how sticky it gets. I love it. I love it. Tailgate's getting lit. I love it. Good job, Solo D, as always. Love that. And by the way, remember, we're going to be back post-game, right as the game ends, the celebration starts on the show. All right, we'll have interviews for you from the locker room with our insiders. We'll go over everything that happened. We'll talk about a fantastic night, hopefully, for the Dolphins. True Fin fan already says 24-9, Miami. So we'll have all of the coverage for you post-game, so make sure you come on back to us. Any of the breaking news, anything going on, we will have all of it for you here on the show. So make sure you come on back right when it ends. That's when the EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins postgame show will start off. And don't forget, if you're looking, and I'm not talking about like a handyman, I'm talking about full-fledged custom home reconstruction, or if you need to redo your entire home, all right? EJD Construction. Did you have a fire, unfortunately? You need to remediate and you need to clean everything out. EJD Construction can do all of that. If you have roof issues right now, you're trying to get a new insurance policy and your roof is a little old and you need to bring it up to code, EJD Construction can bring your roof up to code. 305-433-4843, fully insured. Okay, liability and workers' comp. I tell you this all the time. Even if you don't want to hire EJD Construction, please do not hire anyone else that is not insured. Make sure whoever you hire is fully insured, because if somebody gets hurt on your property, they can sue you. 305-433-4843. You want to add an extra room. You want to add an extra floor. You want to add a balcony. You want to repair your roof. You want to add, you want to enlarge your backyard by creating a whole kitchen and barbecue and they can do all of that for you. EJD Construction, 305-433-4843. And make sure you tell them that Big O sent you. They will take care of you at ejdconstruction.com. Really, really good people, man. Eric, and that's his cell phone. So you are calling the owner. You're dealing with the man that makes all of the decisions, and you're getting his personal cell number. So it's 305-433-4843. EJ Barrow, thank you, sir, for love on the super chat. He says, who loves you, baby? A little Telly Savalas. There you go. You just need the lollipop with that. That's what you need, the lollipop. By the way, the amazing Justin Herbert lost 37-23 to the Seattle Seahawks, who I thought for sure were tanking. See, this is why you can't play the schedule game. Okay? This is why you can't play the schedule game. Who the hell thought that Seattle would be 4-3 right now? Geno Smith got it over on Justin Herbert in this game. Okay? Geno Smith over Justin Herbert. How do you like them apples? You got the Bucs losing to the Panthers. By the way, let me go over the scoreboard for you. Bengals doubled up the Falcons 35-17. Joe Burrow was red hot. By the way, the Chase, when he got a little nicked up, I was like, oh, because you don't want to see that happen. I'm not a Bengals fan. Don't care about the Bengals, but I don't want to see any play. Like the Breece Hall kid, as much as we hate the Jets, that's a fantastic little player, man. It cheats all of us as football fans of athletes playing this game. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see those injuries. Today was brutal, man. DK Metcalf went out with a knee injury. He was carted off. Breece Hall, as I told you, J.C. Jackson also looked like a knee with the Chargers. Tannehill got banged up, but he was able to come back. You know, overall, they did beat the Colts 19-10. Cowboys over the Lions 24-6. Lions are 1-5. That Dan Campbell experiment, I was never a believer. Commanders over the Packers. By the way, did you expect the Packers to be 3-4? Did you? Packers are what, losing to all kinds of crappy teams too? Let me look at the 4 losses for the Packers here. Let me look at it because I know it's they lost to the Vikings 23-7. They beat the Bears. They always beat the Bears 27-10. They beat the Bucs, who are not that good, 14-12. They beat the Patriots, who are not that good. They lost to the Giants, who are really not that good, 27-22. They lost to the Jets 27-10, and now they lost to the Commanders 23-21. They've lost 3 in a row. Did you when you played the schedule game, did you have them losing those games? This is why fools play the schedule game overall. So we've got the Giants over the Jags 23-17. Giants improved to 6-1. I'm sorry, I don't believe in the Giants. They're all right, but they're not that impressive. I got to be honest. The Browns lose to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson gets by 23-20. They improved to 4-3. Jets beat the Broncos 16-9. The Jets are 5-2. Did you have the Jets? You know the Broncos you thought would be better than 2-5, and they're not. And the Jets are 5-2, and there's no way any of us had them 5-2. Raiders beat the Texans 38-20. The Raiders improved to a robust 2-4. Everybody had the Raiders actually in the playoffs already. And then you have the Chiefs routing the Niners 44-23. Christian McCaffrey made his debut with the Niners. The guy hasn't been in there for very long. He had 8 rushes for 38 yards, which isn't bad, and 2 receptions for 24 yards overall. No touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. Then again, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo was 25 of 37, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception in the game. Mahomes, 25 of 34, 423 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Juju Smith-Schuster, 124 yards and a touchdown, 7 receptions for you PPR guys there. So that is the scoreboard in the NFL. So we've got the Dolphins and the Steelers in about 20 minutes. We've got the Bears and the Patriots tomorrow night. Wow, that is, boy, that's an exciting one, right? Bears and Patriots at 8:15 tomorrow. Holy crap. Are you serious? I've got to watch that shit. Bears and Patriots. My Lord. Gotti, 4453. Thank you for the love on the super chat. Big O and Sean, you guys are the best. I'm happier than a pig in a pile of crap that Tua's back. Fins up, fins up. Feels good, man. Feels good. Feels good to have Tua back. I hope everything goes well, too, because I know how it is. You know, the haters are waiting in the wings, that if it doesn't go well, they're going to be piling on in the postgame show, right? And then, of course, if Tua does well, the haters will be quiet and they'll stay away and all that. But it's kind of like building up to a crescendo. The people that already lost the argument about Tua, they're probably pinching dolls and all that, hoping that the kid screws up, and so it's too funny, man. Too funny. I love it. What else do we have going on in the world of sports? Anything? Let me see if there's any notes that I should go over for you guys when it comes to Dolphins. Sean, have you seen any kind of breaking news Dolphins-wise? Anything from the stadium that is reported? Brandon Shell, by the way, is the starting right tackle in pregame warmups. So I'm seeing that. That is also good news there. I like what I've seen from Shell over Greg Little. And we talked about this throughout the week, that Brandon Shell should be the starter at right tackle and not Greg Little. So it's nice to see that that is happening. Obviously, the celebration of the 72 team today, which is cool. Robert Salah told reporters early tests indicate a serious knee injury for Breece Hall. That sucks.
Also,
that kid was playing his ass off. Yes, sir.
Is it better now?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's right. Yeah, you don't sound like shit. Yes. That's awesome now.
Thank you.
Good job.
Mike Williams was helped off the field with a leg injury in the Chargers game as well.
Oh, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
No. What I'm saying is that it never mattered for Tua, right? They judged Tua with no line, no coaching, no running game, crappy receivers that never got healthy. He had one guy last year in Waddle. So they, Justin Herbert is the second coming.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of Justin Herbert. I was thinking of fantasy owners. Wasn't even thinking of Herbert. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's right. Fantasy owners. And he was playing well. I give Mike Williams a lot of credit, Sean. He fought through a lot of back injuries and bunch of setbacks early on in his career. Kid showed a lot of toughness because it was looking like it wasn't going to be a good draft pick for the Chargers for the first couple of years because he just wasn't really accomplishing. And then he finally was able to stay on the field, and really his career has taken off since then. It reminds me a lot of Fred Taylor. Fred had an injury-riddled career his first couple of years, and then he figured out his body, and he took off. And for like 6 or 7 years straight, he played up to his potential because everybody knew Fred Taylor was an amazing talent. He just had injury history, and then all of a sudden he stayed healthy for a streak and just effing tore it up, dude. So yeah, I'm going through some of the stuff here to see if there's anything else. Yes, sir.
Joe Shad reporting that one of the photographers saw Brian Flores spoke with at least a half dozen Dolphins in the pregame. Interestingly enough, there was no interaction between Flores and Tua.
And I bet you also none with him and Gesicki.
I am sure none with him and Gesicki.
Okay. Because that was the layup. I bet Flo and Tua aren't going to. No shit. I'll throw in another name for you, Mike Gesicki. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else that is game-breaking or earth-shattering news outside of that. Xavier Howard, Noah Igbenogany, Justin Bethel are the Dolphins listed at cornerback tonight. Safeties, Eric Rowe, Elijah Campbell, and Javon Holland. So we will see how Johnson, Claypool, and Pickens do against this bunch. What else do we have here? That's about it. It looks like it. So Ben Stille gets an opportunity. How about that? That is pretty cool. That is very, very cool. All right. And I like Ben Stille, by the way, in training camp. Right, Sean? I thought Ben Stille was a hustle guy, dude, throughout training camp. I thought he had
spoke about him a couple times. You said his name numerous times.
Numerous times. I liked Ben Stille. I loved his effort, man. Coming on, I thought he had a terrific motor. So maybe that might end up paying off for them. There you go.
Oh, let me ask you something, though. With the way they're doing, I know you kind of talked on and you hit on it a little bit earlier. What defensively, what do you think the mindset is with them, with the way that they're set up now? You activated Stille. You got Cater Kohu still out. You've got all these cornerbacks down. I know you're talking about blitzing them and everything, but
yeah,
the front's got to get the pressure, right? Like you're.
Oh yeah, no. You saw some of it last week.
Got to start eating. Yeah, you started seeing some of it last week. They got to step that up even more, right?
Yeah, I would imagine that Van Ginkel and Ingram are going to be unleashed, and I think you're going to see more. I think you might see some safety blitzes too. I think you're going to see them try to surprise the kid and come at him in all kinds of ways. I would love to see the amoeba defense once. I haven't seen the amoeba defense so far, and to do it on a young kid like that where they're all standing around, they have not whipped out the amoeba defense so far all season. So I'd love to have the amoeba come out where everybody's like hanging out like in a lounge and, whoop, and they all explode on you. That would be freaking fantastic. I need to see one amoeba tonight. One amoeba. Okay? At least one amoeba tonight. And there you go, Sean. Keep that piece right there.
I got you.
And if the amoeba play happens, then we piece them together, and that's it right there. Devin Jordan says, oh, why do they continue to start Liam? Devin, I don't know.
He's got pictures.
But I will tell you this. Robert Jones is getting closer. Okay? It's not going to be, I don't believe, from what I'm understanding, I don't believe it will be Michael Dieter at all. Michael Dieter is locked into being the backup to Connor. So if anything happens to Connor, he is practicing his ass off and ready for center. So he's in the mindset of center the entire time and all of that. So it's going to be Robert Jones that's going to get the call at left guard if Liam Eichenberg struggles. And I think we're starting to get to that point with them. You and I already, so many of us have reached the point that we would have benched Liam Eichenberg. I think that they want to truly, like, when they make this move, like Liam is done at left guard. When they make this move, he may have to be the swing tackle at the moment or the backup to Austin or compete. Look, I've told you many times, the scouts I talk to, like real NFL scouts, like we have like NFL insight on this show. Okay. We're not, Joe fan sitting in his basement and doesn't know anybody in the NFL. We know tons of people in the NFL. And so many of my scouts that I know, all of them to a man, they all said he's a right tackle. Larry Little, who joined us on Friday, he's convinced he's a tackle. These are the only people that keep putting him at guard. And I don't know if it's more about justifying or trying to give him or whatever it is, but he is not a mauler. He needs to go to the right end. And he needs to back up Austin Jackson or compete with Brandon Shell. But we are getting closer, very close to Robert Jones. It could happen tonight. If Liam Eichenberg struggles some, do not be surprised if Robert Jones steps in the next week or two. Again, you can save this one too, Sean. If it happens tonight and the change comes, we told you. Okay? And it will be Jones. It will not be Michael Dieter. That's what I feel is going to end up happening. But Devin, thank you for the love in the super chat. I can't answer a question that you and I and the rest of us, we see differently. We see different. I haven't met a Dolphin fan that's told me, no, I'm super happy with Liam Eichenberg at left guard. They should not play anybody else. He's the best option. I have not met the Dolphin fan yet through the first 6 weeks of the season that can say that. In fact, every Dolphin fan that I've met says, what are we doing at left guard? So it either tells me you're trying to give him every opportunity that once you pull him, you're done with him there, or Robert Jones is really, really bad. And I have a hard time believing that Robert Jones is really, really bad because they've hung on to him like they did with Trill Williams and like they've done with other guys that they like. You know, if they like, they hang on to them and coach them up and try to develop them and then put them out there, Nick Needham, whatever. They hang on to them. Even if they have a bumpy road early on, like now the tight end that they've played the last 2 weeks, and the poor kid has dropped the ball a couple times. Now I'm brain farting. Tanner Connor. You know, that poor kid, he's kind of crapped in his pants the last 2 weeks. You know, I feel bad for him because he's really talented, but there's something there, and they'll keep trying and give him a chance. Yes, sir. What do you got, Sean?
So Cam reported about an hour ago. I was going back because I wanted to, somebody in chat said so, but it looks like Flo. And again, not saying he talked to him, but he did go over and he handshaked with Mike Gesicki.
Okay.
So no necessarily. There were smiles and some handshaking apparently.
I'm sure Gesicki had no conversation for him.
Yeah, Durham Smythe and a couple staffers. And the picture is, I believe, Kim Bokamper sitting there talking to Flo. Is the picture that he's got with him right there.
Okay.
And I've got something to show you. And I know it's only 12 seconds, but I think it's going to make you smile.
All right, let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. 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 Tua ain't no Justin Herbert, dude. Tua loves this stage. He loves being put in these pressure-like positions. He loves you haters out there. He loves proving you doubters wrong. He loves leading his team to wins. He loves being in that fourth quarter. This is the kind of shit he eats up, man. That's what all these narratives. Tua's actually a really tough guy. Okay? If you haven't figured that out by now, I can't help you, but he may be one of the more physically and mentally tough players I have ever seen in my life. Because there are other guys that have dealt with all kinds of physical setbacks and they've had to come back from them. So Tua's not alone in that area. But you know where he's alone? The hate, the negativity, all the crap. Very few players have had to deal with that, bro. And when they do, when it's a lesser extent, it's Andre Bruce and they crumble. It's Jamarcus Russell and they crumble. And they crumble big. And they fail. And they're Joey Harrington. And they're Sammy Smith. And all these guys that get taken high and they come in with all this hype. And then they have setbacks and then they fold. And they can't come back from those setbacks. And then the pressure, Ryan Leaf, oh my God, you're 6'5" and 265, and you got an arm and you can throw it 100 miles, but you're not winning. You're throwing interceptions. You're making mistakes. You got reporters and mics and faces asking you all these questions, and you effing lose it. And Tua never loses it. He doesn't lose it on flow. He doesn't lose it on the media. He doesn't lose it on social media. He doesn't lose it with anybody, dude. He stays the course. He doesn't allow that stuff to get in his way. What he does is he eats it up like Pac-Man and uses it as fuel to prove you wrong. So he is good enough to be an NFL franchise player. He can run a powerful offense. I mean, scoring-wise, right? His arm is more than strong enough to make any throw he needs in the game. He has incredible work ethic. He's tough as nails. So all of these narratives have been completely shot down. Oh, he plays too much golf. No, he doesn't. And by the way, I think every quarterback should play all kinds of other hand-eye coordinated sports. Because of hand-eye coordination, it allows you to have touch. So whether you're working a golf club, whether you're swinging a bat, to me, it doesn't matter if you're throwing a Frisbee, if you're shooting pool, I think for me, one of the things that I love about playing all sports is that it makes you a better athlete. And I grew up like that, where we played all sports. The only thing that we didn't play a lot of was hockey. We didn't play at all hockey because we didn't have ice down here. And having said all that, I joined the roller hockey team when I was a kid. So, but everything, it didn't matter what it was. Skateboarding, skating, water skiing, football, basketball, tennis, racquetball, that's to me, I think it's incredibly important. If you just play football, I think you can become better at that sport by learning touch and hand-eye coordination in all kinds of other sports. And those of you that used to play all kinds of sports, you know what I'm talking about. You're the better athlete usually than the guy that just plays one sport, and then when he grabs a golf club, he's like, wow, this is, abnormal to me. He's throwing a baseball all the time, and then you give him a football, and he can't throw a football. And it's weird. You know what I mean? And you watch him, and it's awkward. To me, it's really important that you play all kinds of sports. So I think it's really smart of Tua to have, by the way, Marino golfed like crazy too. And he's excellent at it. Have you ever seen that Marino trick shot one, Sean? We've played it before. I think it was a Tom Garfinkel Twitter feed. I'm pretty sure it was with Tom Garfinkel. Marino hits, he's on the green, and he hits a ball straight up in the air. You know how hard it is just to whack a ball straight up in the air? And then he looks at the camera, takes out his hat, and it lands right in the hat as he's walking towards the camera. Like Marino. And that's hand-eye coordination, all that kind of shit. So all these narratives that people talk about, He has shot them all down. And if you think that tonight is too big for him, then you don't remember the kid that came off the bench to win a national title. He's going to love all of this. He's going to love showing you that he can come back from that brutal hit and lead the team to a victory. That's, if there's something that I've also enjoyed about this ride, it's been frustrating for a couple of years, and now it's getting better, and now we have the injury, so it's a little frustrating. But along the way, as people get proven wrong and as he continues to climb, to me, that's the beautiful thing about all of this. We got some predictions coming in. Ron's got 28-6 Miami. Dylan's got 34-14 Fins. What you got there, Sean?
No, nothing breaking, but one person picked the Steelers to win. Can you think who that might have been on the panel?
Oh, is it our stupid chat guy? Is it what's the stupid chat guy's name now? Benjamin?
Oh, no, one guy on the Sunday Night Football panel. They went through and everybody picked Dolphins except for one.
Oh God, I don't know who's on the Sunday. Is this ESPN?
No. This is NBC.
NBC. Mm-hmm. Oh, it had to have been Florio.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, of course. Because
even Chris Sims went with the Dolphins.
198-pounder can't do that. You know, that's it. 198-pounder can't win this game. So, Florio, of course. It's trolls, bro. It's just about trolling. That's all they do. Hey, listen, it makes you money, man. I could be a troll too, and probably and be a corporate shill and be in a job that pays me a lot more and all that, but not my style. Not my style. I've never been a corporate shill, and I never will be. And thank the Lord, now, Sean and I just work for ourselves. So that's it. All right, I got Dolphins winning. I told you -7.5, so that I'm already there. All right, let me give you a score. Dolphins 31. Steelers 13. 31-13. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Dolphins going to win. Tua will throw at least 2 touchdowns today, maybe 3. I'll go 3. All right. 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. 1 to Cheetah, 1 to Waddle, and 1 to Gesicki today. Just to stick it to Flo. 35-9 says Bentley. Allen says 35-16. Cap for Life 27-17. Dead Feather 34-14. I like it. All right, we are out of here. We thank all of you for tuning in. We'll come back the second the game ends. We are on. We thank Sean Stanley, as always, mastering the hell out of this entire platform and doing a phenomenal job. We will see you as the game ends and the Dolphins win. See you later. Y'all be good out there. Tua, fins up, baby.
This has been the EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins pregame show on the Sports Talk 305 network. The show is mastered by Sean Stanley and Chad Show. From home to kitchen to bathroom additions and remodelings, get in contact with one of the best contractors in the business. Call Eric at EJDconstruction.com, 305-433-4843. Please subscribe to our platform by searching Big O Radio Show on all digital avenues. We'll be back with a complete wrap-up of the game once the last second ticks off the clock. Thank you for your support and enjoy Dolphins football.